a new decade as the world's leader in motorsports coverage presents Speed World.
Jabroni.
Drivers, to your cars.
Jabroni.
Jabroni Cup fever, catch it! Woo! Hell yeah!
All right, welcome back to Jabroni Cup Racing. We're going to keep on rolling with it. We are at Watkins Glen for the 18th race of the season. We got our qualifiers up there on the screen. As you can see, Jason Parks and Chris Skeen right there on the front row. Brian Driggers, Chris Everett following behind them. Next, Daryl Parks and Cole Parks.
Start your engines!
There we go. We got official word. We're going to get this thing going here in a second. Let's see how these guys handle a road course. We had some solid draft racing on Talladega and totally shifting gears here. Jabroni Cup back in action. And it looks like we should be good to go with the stats screen. How did we bring up? We actually got some... Whoa, what is Jason Brown doing back there? Just charting his own path, or is he going down pit road already? Let's see if we can find a... Let's see. Yeah, we got a green flag. Let's let me switch our view. Oh, look at that coming down the hill. Nice view of the pack. Although, don't know what happened to Jason Brown. Looked like he was going into the pits before we even got going yet. Stats are coming in now, so that's a good sign. Jason Parks out front. Chris Skeen right behind him. Brian Driggers next in line with Daryl Parks, Jacob Parks, Chris Everett. I don't see the Jason Brown car back there. Maybe some issues right off the bat. Mechanical issues taking him out of the race early, or maybe we'll get back out there as we see him go through this chicane. Like a solid first lap coming up here. See if anybody dances in the dirt. Where were we, Sonoma, where those guys like to use every inch of the track and the dirt beside the track. We got 18 laps to go, folks. So we just get started here at Watkins Glen. Take a quick look back. Brian Driggers getting up there on the bumpity bumps. There's Jason Brown way back there. So he had some sort of issue at the beginning. Go right back up front. Race leader Jason Parks. Just coming around on lap 2. Watch him head through the chicane. Get some of that alternate angle action. Cole Parks jumping out, trying to get around Chris Everett. Not going to happen. Although he gets back into the inside. Looks like he's going to have him. He does. We've seen a lot of passing since the very beginning. Look at everybody getting sideways. Trying to make use of every inch of that track as we stick with Cole Parks, trying to complete that pass around Chris Everett. Neck and neck. Although now, track's turning back the other way, and he's not going to have enough to get around him. But he's going to stay right in his hip pocket. A nice view here. These guys come around the S-curve. Dane Park's getting way out there. Got Daryl Parks getting around Jason Parks, trying to anyways. And he does. Completes that pass for the new race leader. Some money action here. Jason Parks drifting back a little bit as Daryl Parks takes the lead on lap 3 of 18. Those metrics up on the screen for everyone. Seems like it only works for the pace car. Jason Parks trying to fight off Chris Skeen. Getting right up in his business. We're gonna have two smaller lines here. Chris Skeen losing a little bit of nerve on the outside. Looked like he let off, and that's all it took for Jacob Parks to get around him. Meanwhile, Daryl Parks just extends that lead. Lap 4 of 18, folks. These guys are getting it done. Oops. Jacob Parks taking a look on the inside of older brother Jason. Just couldn't do it. Took a sniff to the inside. See if he tries to bomb him on the inside of a turn here coming up. Daryl Parks just watching and waiting to see if those guys can ever catch it up with him. It might take a pit at this point. Solid as he's been so far. All right, so Daryl Parks just pulled away. See if anyone can catch up. I see the Parks brothers behind him. Jacob Parks trying to get to the inside, and it looks like he's got it. Possibly no, he does not. Came close, but not close enough. Maybe he'll get around him this time, and he does. Chris Skeen right behind him. Trying to get around Jason Parks, who's been drifting back, but look at that lead. Daryl Parks keeps extending. Quite the lead. Jacob Parks is clear from that second pack, but things could get a little rowdy back there. Brian Drigger's getting a little sloppy. Not a shocker. Seen his performance in the last few races. Let those guys settle back into a single file line back there. Let's move on back a little bit. Chris Everett, Brian Driggers, Cole Parks, Luke Halton trying to make a move. Dane Parks back there, hanging tough. We'll cycle back through. Wow, EJ Lawler way up on the outside. The curve back there. It's going to slow him down quite a bit. So it's kind of our second pack. We're just coming back through. Jason Brown with some sort of mechanical issue right off the bat. Look at Daryl Parks pulling away. Just absolutely eating up this track. Don't know if anyone's going to catch him, but the pit stops are going to be the key. If he holds on to that lead, and drop back and watch from Jacob Parks' perspective and see if the smaller group behind him can catch up with him. Going on board, that just shows you the daunting lead Daryl Parks possesses at the moment. And there's a look off his bumper as we watch Jason Parks and the rest of the pack, and Jason Parks looks like he's closing right in. Coming down that straight. See what happens. That gap has evaporated quite a bit. This is maybe another lap, maybe not even a whole lap, and Jason Parks is going to be challenging for third. But with Chris Skeen and Chris Everett right behind him, we'll see if those guys work together or start to engage in battle. It's all about passing when you can on the road courses. Let's focus in on Chris Skeen trying to hold off Chris Everett. It's going to be bumper to bumper back there. Watching those cars coming out of that curve and a bit of a change of elevation there. We're on lap 7 of 18. Daryl Parks still our race leader. Jacob Parks in second. Jason Parks in third. And look at that, Chris Skeen with reckless abandon. Chris Everett's going to get around him and get on the brakes into that turn. Can Chris Everett put together a nice run today? He is almost the last check. He was next to last in points. So McCorkle's Motorsports going to need more out of him if they want to have any chance of moving up on the team leaderboard, because right now Deep Fried is running away with this thing. Daryl Parks just cruising away with this thing. That Catawba Thunderbird. He just keeps up this consistency. It's going to be race over already as long as his pit crew does not drop the ball. Meanwhile, Jacob Parks still holding on to second. Jason Parks in third. Chris Everett in fourth. They've opened up a little bit of gap between the rest of the field. Let's take a look back. I see Drew Parks getting way outside into the dirt. I don't know if he was trying to make a move or what, but certainly going to lose some speed when you get up there on the curb and out into the grass. Take a look and see. Ninth place, that's pretty good compared to he's had a pretty subpar season so far. We'll see if he can put something together in this race. Drew Parks, that is. The Marshmallow Fruity Pebbles mobile. Older brother, miles in front of him. AJ Lawler in front of him in 12th. Luke Halton in 11th. Luke Parks in 10th. Chris Guinness dropped back to 8th, going the wrong way in that Sir Pizza Chevy Lumina. Dane Parks in 7th, moving on up. And Cole Parks in 6th. Ron Jigger still in 5th. And see quite a gap there. Do we have someone pit? Yep, we're seeing our first. Oh, we've got a caution. We have got a caution. We're going to try to go back and see if we can find what happened. We're waiting until everyone gets slowed down. As I am not sure. Did they do the whole track? Or looks like it may be a single car incident. I don't see anybody else with damage. I know Wes in the Roblox car. Let's wait till we get back around and start finish. This is the worst case scenario for Daryl Parks, who had carved out such a massive lead. I don't think anyone was going to catch him, and it was going to be up to his pit crew to help him maintain that lead once the pit stops start. And it looked like we had a group pit already, so could be some ineffective strategy if those guys get the benefit of getting into the pits, getting back out. So the pace car is out. We will take a look and see what happened, since one pace lap's going to take quite a bit, one or two. We're on lap 11 of 18, so this is going to make it interesting. Let's go to the pits, and nope, we can't even find him. So let's start backing up. Take a quick look at this. Just following with Jason Brown, but we're going to switch. Guess we're going to have to back up even more to see if we can find that Roblox car. I see it in the pits now. Looks like a one-car deal that maybe he lost it coming out of... Ooh! Looks like he misjudged the distance trying to go on the pit lane and smashed into the barrier. Let's see. No, he just, I don't know if he was trying to pit or what, but wow. Yep, that's going to do it for the old roadblocks car. A fitting end. So let's get caught back up to live, even though we're still going to have some caution flag laps to get through. As we said, Darrell Parks carved out such an impressive lead. This is not what he wanted to see, as now the pack is right back with him. We're on lap 11 of 18. Wow, that is a slow pace car. Way too slow. I don't even understand why they're going this slow. They are 35 miles per hour. We're better than this, guys. We are way better than this. Watkins Glen, folks. 35 mile per hour pace laps. I mean, caution laps, not what we need. So, yep. We're just going to hang out, see what happens. Maybe work our way through the field. See if, not sure where we are in reference to the start-finish line. But we can see different. Actually, let's just pull it up. Why don't we just do that? It's only one driver out. Wes on that. Don't know if he lost the rear end or if he waited too late to come into pit, but either way, he's done for the day. The whole field is going to reset, and is the pace car leaving or are they pitting? Let's. So this is going to be interesting. See what happens with pitting going on, because I thought we got a group that came in. We've got Darrell Parks here in focus, and it looks like we'll see if anyone out there gets back around that didn't come into pit. But I guess everyone's coming in now. I don't know what that first group was doing. Maybe they didn't pit. So going to be interesting to see what happens once we get going again. Darrell Parks gets out barely in front of Jacob Parks. Don't know what the procedures are here, but it's so we're still under caution. Yep, there's the pace car. Just cruising for a bruising. Lap 12, so by the time we come back around, we should be ready to roll. Oh, Dane Park's moving up. This is where we're going to get some interesting things where people decide it's not worth waiting to get back into your slot. You're just going to plow through, but I don't think we had any incidents. Everyone looks clean. So we're just going to parade on through here and get ready for green flag racing, and we'll come back around on lap 13 of 18. This is ridiculous. This is beyond ridiculous. Come on, guys. We're better than this. 35 miles per hour. Take a look from our spectator cam. See the whole Hexagon Goodyear Blimp Special Edition up there. This is about as slow as you're going to see them ride here. Any track the entire way. As we see that 50 Catawba Thunderbird up front. Got anything to add, Tad? Come on. We need to get some input. Tad. know the fans want to hear what you think. What do you think about this 35 mile per hour caution lap rule?
A lot of cars in one line.
Yep, and they are moving awfully slow, aren't they?
Not really. That's actually kind of fast.
Dude, they're going 35 miles per hour. This is taking forever for one caution lap. We see our helicopter up there. Do. Caution laps are really slow. Everybody likes to hang out and watch. Caution laps, they're really slow. All right, Tad. We should hopefully be coming around here in another minute or so. And get ready to see the rest of what's been a pretty good race so far. Question will be, can Darrell Parks repeat that performance that got him out to such a strong lead? Pressure will be on now that the whole pack is reset right behind him. I think we are getting ready to go green, finally. Pace car is out of the way, and here we go, folks. And just like that, Darrell Parks looked like he checked up. That's going to open the door, possibly. Nope. He's going to hold on to that lead. Jacob Parks getting way outside. There's pace car. Now watch him come through the S-curve. Jacob Parks drifting too far. Going to cost him second place as Jason Parks easily takes over that. And now the two McCorkle's cars are locked in a battle. Still plenty of time left. But these two look very fast. And they are pulling away right now. Already opened up a gap. Chris Everett gets around teammate Jacob Parks. Meanwhile, Jason Parks and Darrell Parks are just pulling away. I'll take a look back into the pack some. Watching the battle for third place. We're getting real shifty back there. Lap 14 of 18. Chris Everett driving a great race today. Move back a little bit. Watch our leaders come through. Darrell Parks, Jason Parks trying to get around. Can't do it though, and that just lets Darrell Parks zoom on past. Lengthen that gap. Looks like he's off to the races, folks. Barring a major mistake, he can remain as consistent as he's been all day. He could wrap this thing up, even with a handful of laps to go. 50 Catawba Thunderbird has been fast all day long. The question was, can he repeat that magic? Ooh, people getting loose back there, Tad. You're pushing the edge as far as you can between speed and lack of control. Sometimes you're right there on that edge and start to lose that rear end, and that's all she wrote. But no one, to their credit, everyone's held on today. Got Miles Parks in 13th position. The 13 car in 13th position with Brogy right in front of him. I'm going to check back up with our leaders, though. Jacob Parks come back around Chris Everett. Now the question will be, can he catch back up to Darrell and Jason Parks at the front? They're just looking too fast, Dad. I don't think they've got anything for him. You know, if they can just hang on, it's going to be which of these two is going to hold on for the win. We got some viewers out there, Tad. You want to say hey?
Hello.
Come on, Dad. It's all right. Just whatever comes to mind, bro. We're watching Darrell Parks trying to get around. Trying to hold off Jason Parks at the front of the pack. We've moved to lap 16, so running out of time. Jacob Parks distant third place. We're watching the whole pack come through there. We'll do one quick run back through. See if we see any other potential battles, but I don't know that there's going to be anything going on as important as that battle up front. Ooh, Dane Parks in the pits. And we've got some people that had to pit, apparently. I don't know why you would be now. Maybe they stayed. I don't think anyone stayed out. But anyways, Jason Parks getting right there. Just... Does he have enough? Whoa, gets outside. Daryl Parks coming down to the pits. I don't know what is going on. Why you would pit with 2 laps to go and everyone pit earlier, so I don't know. I don't know, Tad. This is weird. That's going to leave Jason Parks in the lead. Just about uncontested. We've only got 2 laps for brother Jacob Parks to try to catch up, and I don't think he's got it. I don't know what happened there, Tad. Why would you go back into the pits? No idea. None whatsoever. So we're going to watch as we see Jason Parks in the lead, Jacob Parks second, Brian Driggers benefiting from all of that back up to third, Luke Parks in fourth, EJ Lawler in fifth, Old Spider in sixth, Drew Parks up to seventh, defending champ Brogy up in eighth, Miles Parks ninth, Coach Cam 10th. Just going to work our way back up through them to the front of the pack to see if there's any chance here, but Jason and Daryl Parks were just too far ahead. Then Daryl Parks decided to pit. Don't know what caused that. We're coming around to the start-finish line, and this is the last lap. And they are not going to catch him at this rate. Just not going to happen, Tad. What do you think?
Maybe.
Tad, come on, bro. So it's really going to be a battle for second and third, possibly, if Brian Driggers can get around that Zardos car. Luke Parks looks like he got fourth place on lockdown. EJ Lawler in fifth. Luke Halton, sixth place, going to try to hold off Drew Parks and Logan Parks, but once again, comfortable gap there. Let's work our way back around to second and third. Can Brian Driggers get around Jacob Parks here with probably less than about a half a lap to go? He is right in his business. He dives down. He's going to get that inside. I think that's going to do it, Tad. If he can hold that inside line, that's it. The inside line is what it's all about in Jabroni Cup. Are we going to get a turn back the other way? That's Jacob Parks' only chance to hold on to that position. Coming down to the finish, he's just going to nose him out. He does to hold on to second place. Wow. That's about the only battle we're going to get as Jason Parks easily wins this race. No idea what happened with the call to pit there for Daryl Parks, and there were a handful of other cars that came with him, Tad. I don't know why you would do that. Unless you were out of gas. We're going to run out of gas with 2 laps left, but you had just had a pit. What was that, maybe 3 laps ago? Then it was caution after that. Strange times. I don't know. His pit crew chief has got to be having some real problems to call for that. So let's get our official stats up on the screen here. I mean, it's hard for us to tell up here in the booth. Yeah, they've gone official now, I was going to say. Because these guys are still out there driving pretty fast, even though the race is over, to get back around. I guess they're just excited to get back to that Jabroni Cup corn dog buffet after every race, you know, Tad? Tad, do you go with the mustard or the ketchup?
Is both an option?
Both is an option.
I would go with both.
Yep, not a bad deal. So, let's finish this one up. Jason Parks with the win. That's going to help him out in the point standings quite a bit. As we see with top 10 in the points, bottom's cut off due to our graphics, but Justin Parks still holding on to that points lead. Chris Skeen only 27 points behind him. Pete Cool holding on to third place. Jason Parks up to fourth. Miles Parks fifth. Cole Parks dropping a little bit to sixth. Jacob Parks back up to seventh after dropping to 10th. Rusty Bad News Hughes in 8th, Jason Brown in 9th, and Daryl Parks in 10th. So that's our top 10 in the point standings. We'll take a quick look if we can. It looks like next race is going to be back at Michigan. This way we can get a little better idea of where everyone else is on the points. Let's see on the screen. Got Luke Parks in 11th, Luke Halton in 12th, Logan Parks in 13th, EJ Lawler 14th, Cam Cockerham 15th. That would be Dane Parks 16th, Brian Drigger 17th, Drew Parks 18th, JD Sides 19th, Stinky B in 20th, David Baird in 21st, Mitch in 22nd, Chris Everett still almost in last place, really hurting the McCorkle's chances here in 23rd, and Wes in 24th. So, real quick recap, we'll take a look at the wins, as we've got a lot of drivers that have hit the hat trick, the trifecta, with Jason Parks with 3 wins, Rusty Hughes with 3 wins, Jason Brown with 3 wins, and Luke Halton with 3 wins. That's the 3-win club there, Tad. What do you think about that? Kind of crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Yep. And then Chris Skeen with 2 wins, and Pete Cool's got a win, Cam Cockerham, Brian Driggers, and JD Sides, and that's it. Those guys have got the wins, but really the only person that's been able to convert that into a consistent run is Jason Parks, as we go back to our points, and he is up in 4th place. But we'll see what happens. Michigan coming up next, maybe later on this evening. We'll see there, Tad. What do you think? Sounds good, Tad. Good stuff. All right, Jabroni Cup, catch the fever.